Now, your first task, of course, in a demonstration or whenever you wake your Mac, is finding the cursor. And El Capitan makes this easier than ever. I just do that little shake we all normally do. And there it is. It comes right out to greet you. It's really handy. Now, we brought other great gestures to the system. I'm just going to go here and mail. I have a message here from Eddie. Looks like, well, now, that's a keeper. So I can actually mark it unread to keep it just by swiping 2 fingers across the trackpad, just like that. And this one I'd kind of like to delete, so I'm just going to swipe it away just like that. So some real nice little gestures. Let's move on now to Safari. Now in Safari, I have some sites that I like to keep around because I refer to them on and off throughout the day. And now, in Safari, I can pin those sites just like this. So I'm going to pin my Twitter site here. And of course, I've been following the Warriors. Go Warriors, we're going to get it done. Just like that. Now, pinned sites have a lot of special properties. For one, if I close this window and reopen it, you see that my pinned sites are all right there, and they load instantly. Now, pinned sites also behave differently when I follow links. So I'm just going to click on one here, and you notice it opens in a new tab, but my pinned site remains. Now I'm going to open up a couple of more links. Let's open up this one, and let's say this one. I'll take a quick look. This one looks like some kind of presentation video, and this one's about the Giants. But have you ever had this happen to you? You're like, where is this audio coming from? Well, now, with just a tap, you can mute it or find out where it came from and shut it down, just like that. So I'm interested in seeing this Giants game, and now Spotlight can actually help me out there. So I'm just going to do a search for the SF Giants. And we see right now I get current game scores, upcoming games. It looks like the game I want to go to is on Friday, so I can just search for weather on Friday. See, we get the weather, and can even resize the Spotlight panel and move it around. I mean, there's innovation, huh? But I can also express myself in my own words in Spotlight searches now. So I can do things like slides from Brian. You see I find those there, but how about slides from Brian about El Capitan? You see I find exactly what I'm looking for in my own words. Now, this works great in other apps as well. Let's try it out in Mail. So I've been really busy, of course, the last couple of days, and so I've been getting a little behind on my mail. And I want to see the messages that I've received from Phil, but that I haven't responded to yet. So I'm just going to say, mail I ignored from Phil. And there are a few, but I'll be getting back to them right after the show. So next, of course, it's great in the Finder as well. So if I wanted to look at documents that I was working on last year at this time, I might say something like documents I worked on last June. And I find exactly what I'm looking for. So this is really a great way to search. Now next I want to turn to window management. So I'm just going to run a script here that's going to open up a whole bunch of windows to simulate kind of what my desktop looks like after a day working on OS X, because it's a powerful system. We tend to have a lot of things open. Now OS X provides some great ways to navigate your windows, and one of those is mission control. Well now, in El Capitan, we've made mission control smoother, simpler, and faster than ever. I'm just going to take 3 fingers and swipe up on the trackpad. You see I get into this gorgeous overview of mission control. I'll just bring forward Safari. Let's do that again and bring up Mail. Just like that. Works really great. But of course, OS X provides great tools also to organize your windows, and one of those is full screen. I'm just going to take this window here, full screen. And I'm going to reply. Looks like there's a message here from Eddie. He says that he sorry about bailing on the team dinner last night. He was apparently prepping for the keynote, so that's understandable. But it looks like actually I just got a new mail from Jeff here, and now I can just click away, and it hides, and then, oh, hold on. Busted, Eddie. So I think I'll just drag this actually right into my Compose window. It hops right up automatically, and I can do it just like that. It's really great. And I can even open up tabs in Compose as well. It's really handy. So this is a great way now to work in full screen in Mail. Thank you. Now we've done something totally new to El Capitan, and it's the ability to work really easily on two windows side by side. So I'm just going to click and hold here on the green button, and you see it's prompting me to pick a side. I'll just drop it in, and you notice I get an expose of all my other windows. Let me pick the new news app, just like that. Of course, I can resize this window to style it just the way I want. How about that blur? Again, innovation. So, great way to work. Here I can drag links, for instance, from Safari right in here. And you notice in the new Notes app, I get a beautiful graphical link that gives me a nice thumbnail that helps me identify what I dragged in there. I'm going to drag in some yurts. I think yurts, first time mentioned on the WWDC keynote stage, so there you go. Got some yurts here. So great way to work split screen. But we've also provided a really easy way to move windows into their own desktops. So let me just take this window here. I'm just going to drag it up past the top of the screen and drop it in just like that. So easy. But I can also do this to take a window full screen. So let's take photos. Just drop it in right here. I took it full screen. And now check this out. I'm going to take messages, drop it on photos, and create a split view, just like that. Totally awesome. And that is a quick look at some improvements to the experience in El Capitan.